Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, Tenen's Adventure. Today we're gonna do a fresh set of my nails. So this is what I had. Uh that's my previous set. It's almost 3 weeks growth, and obviously with all the filing I do, they don't look quite good at all at the end. So I've decided to do a completely fresh set. It's been a while since I've done this for me, so I'm gonna cut all of those nails and I'm gonna remove them, and I'll do a fresh one. So I will start with my e-file. I have a Melody Susie portable e-file. I'm using a fiber gel, so it's not soak off gel, so we'll have to file it. Um, how I do it is I will start filing the product on top of the nails with the bulk of the gel on a high speed, which is around 16, 17 max. And then once I file most of the bulk, I'm gonna go back and I'll put the file a little bit lower, around 12, 11, 12, just to start removing more product. So I'm putting now lower so I can remove a bit more product, because obviously we need to have a less speed when we're going more to the natural nail. And once I get most of the product away, I will put the file to, let's say, 8, 7 to 8, and I will complete the filing with that, because most of the natural now will be exposed. So yeah, you need to be quite gentle, and you don't want to overfile your natural nail, which is the worst thing could happen. So yeah, once I'm done with this, I'm gonna just remove the excess of my free edge. I have a little more natural nail. I'm gonna cut it and then I'm gonna file it so I can put the extension on top of it. I'm using for my natural nail 180 grit, just a regular 180 grit file. So I'm gonna shape it, and I will basically do all nails like that, so we can continue for the next step of the prep. So this is how it looks my nail. So here's my hand all removed and prepped, and it's time for me to push back my cuticles before you do. So basically, whatever service you do, is either extensions or gel polish or builder gel or acrylic, anything you do, that's the vital steps. Any system has different requirements for the products, but this is one of the things you have to do always, just to push back and remove the cuticles from the nail plate. And this is vital, because if you don't remove it, you will get liftings and it could be really bad results. So I use my e-file again with my flame bit, and I will do my cuticle area on my nail plate. I will start one side and then I'm gonna put it on reverse and do backwards, and that's how I remove my cuticles, trying to go under it and lift it up, so it's gonna be easier for me to cut it. But I'm making sure I don't have anything left on my nail plate, prepping that nail for the product application. I'm getting my clipper and I'm removing the excess I have. So yeah, slightly, if you're not feeling so comfortable, don't go so deep. Slowly but surely. In the beginning I was so scared, But now with the even now sometimes I'm scared. Depends of the client. Some clients have such a sensitive cuticles, so yeah, you have to figure out how it goes, in the process. And here I'm gonna use my zebra bit, just to remove some extra shine from the nail plate, something which I've missed with the filing, just to be sure that everything is well prepped before I'm putting the products. You can use your hand file or you can use that. It's up to you how you want to do it. I just like to do it with that bit. And right now I'm removing the dust with some alcohol, cleaning my nail plate, and at the same time dehydrated it, so all sort of oils can be removed. And I'm using nail tips, like you can see. I decided this time to go with nail tips because um it's just easier, and I like forms, but I think with the tips I just find it more easier, honestly. With the form is a bit more complicated, but with the tips is better. So yeah, for now. But sometimes I do like forms. I have to say the forms are custom made nails, so the feeling is completely different and it's really much better. But both of it are okay for me. So I'm just shaping up the nails. I'm gonna keep that form, um, that shape, coffin shape, and I'm trying to file those tips, make them more slimmer, just to give the shape while I put the product. So after that, at the end, I wouldn't have any much more filing if I don't do that. So once I'm done, I also file the tip as well and try to blend it with my natural nails. So you can see, trying to that mark where the natural nail and the tip is connected could be blended, so that's the best way. And it's easier to be covered with the gel as well. So here we go. We're starting with the process now. I'm gonna use dehydrator, which is right now I'm using the in Indigo one. It's like a cleanser, dehydrating the plate. And then I'm gonna use the primer from Nail Perfect. It's the same brand as the gel I use. It's one of my favorite gels at the moment. I like those gels, the fiber gels of Nail Perfect. I like the consistency. I like the way how they're behaving on the nail, so I can handle them. I can control them. So yeah, I enjoy working with those gels. And recently I bought this white gel, and I'm quite pleased, I have to say. I really like how it turns out and the results of this, and I will use it much more often, I believe so. So I have my gel brush, which I need to change because, as you can see, the gel brush is already misbehaving. Yeah, but I don't like changing gel brushes and cuticle clippers. There, once you taught them how to work, then you have to change them. So it's always difficult when you have a new gel brush. But yeah, I will probably have to buy a new one. So I'm putting a thin layer of the gel on top of the my nails. It's gonna be it's a very very thin layer. Um, so will kind of protection layer from my nails, so when I have to file after, this will protect my nails. It wouldn't go straight to the natural nail. And once I'm done, I'm gonna cure it in the light. So after that, I'm doing another thin layer of gel over it, and then I will make sure I'll get them. So I'm taking a blob of the gel, putting it in the middle of the nail, just trying to concentrate most of it in the apex area, and then I'm working it down in the middle and I am trying to fill the sides as well quickly. It's a self-leveling gel, so it doesn't need much. Just gonna turn my finger upside down just to give the gravity work a little bit. And this is how my nails are done. If you want me to do more detailed ones, just let me detail video how I'm doing it, just let me know and I can create another one for you. But this is how my nails look like before filing with the fresh set. And then I'm just gonna show you how I'm filing one of my nails, just doing the sides first, make them straight, and then the free edge, make it straight. You know, the coffin shape, the sides need to be straight for sure. And then I'm gonna file the free edge just to make it thinner. And the cuticle area, whatever is excess, if it goes around the cuticle, just to make sure it's clean and neat. And yeah, trying to shape that nail and precise the shape so it can looks better. And once I think that's okay, I'm gonna take my buffer and I'm gonna just buff the nail, making sure everything is nice and buffed and all the excess is clean, especially around the cuticle area. Everything is blended, and the buffer is a very good tool to do that. So here my nails are completely filed, and I'm just gonna quickly take my sun bead again, just gonna make them thinner from under. So yeah, I always like to do that before I apply any product on top. And we starting with the nail art. So I'm using this Map Passion nail gel polish. It's a nice deep dark purple with glitter. I love this color. I recently ordered this one and I'm so in love. I have my right hand with that purple as well. It's a slightly different design, but still I use the same purple, and I've decided to use it on my left hand as well. I really enjoy that purple. It's very deep. It's such a beautiful color. I think it's one of those colors which you can say, wow, I can use it all year round. So yeah, I'm putting it on my ring finger, and I'm just making sure I'm kneading up the cuticle area with my detailer brush, just to be sure that nothing is flooding or everything is covered, because like you saw my base is white, so if I miss a spot it's gonna be quite visible, and it wouldn't look nice. So the nail is done, so I'm gonna cure it, and then I've decided to do on my finger, on my point finger, and on my pinky. I will do like a V-shape French nail. I think that's how you're calling it. I'm not really sure, but yeah. So it's just like a French tip, but it's not like a classic French. It's just that V shape of French. So it's pretty easy. I mean, it's nothing complicated. I believe so. Everybody can do that. So there's not much to say about that. So anyway, I'm doing that for my pointing finger and my pinky. I'm trying to precise the angle here, so just to be, looking good. And once I'm happy, I will cure it in the lamp for 30 seconds. And here I'm applying a second coat of my purple, deep purple, and I will cure it in the lamp. And I will also do my thumb. I'm not showing it. I cut the footage, but also my thumb will be a solid color of purple, same like the ring finger. So yeah, here we are with the thumb as well. So yeah, now I've decided to top coat first of all the purple. Sorry, I'm top coating the thumb and the nail finger because they're basically done. I'm not gonna do anything on those fingers. And then I've decided to put some crystals on my middle finger. So I'm gonna use all these white crystals. They have different sizes, and I'm gonna do like a crystal jewel nail. Uh, yeah, on the middle finger, I'm gonna put this crystal drop, like a teardrop shape, in the middle, and then I'm gonna quickly freeze it, and I will add some crystals from the both sides, from the cuticle area toward the main crystal and to the free edge. So I'm adding this nice like a half moon metal ring. I bought like a palette of those, silver and gold and half moon and circles. I think it's from eBay. I have to double check, but if you check on eBay, they have so many. So yeah, you can check those. And I'm adding three small crystals, white crystals, um, in there, two on the base and one going next to the teardrop. And then I'm adding on the other side again three more crystals, which are going from the bigger to the smaller size. I think it's SS 5. No, sorry, SS 5, 4, and 3, if I'm not mistaken. And then around the big crystal, I'm gonna put SS 2, which are the smallest crystals I have, just to make around it, and it looks quite nice. It gives more bigger uh, illusion of something big you have on the finger, like that. And because they're the same color, they're blending really nicely. So yeah, I do like how it turns out at the end. So once I'm done with that, I will still add. So far I didn't cure anything except the main crystal, the teardrop, which I just freeze it in the middle because I just didn't want it to move. And then everything else is not cured yet. And now I'm adding some pixels on the side of the crystal just to fill up the gap with the excess glue I have left while I place the crystal. So yeah, I'm just putting some pixies. You can put the caviar
So yeah,
beads if you
I'm
don't
doing
have pixies.
my
It's
ring
just a
finger
nice
ready.
touch to
Sorry,
just to
it's
finish the
beautiful.
design. The design looks
Pardon.
really complete with those little touches
Okay.
on the side. So I will put on the three crystals on the free
Love
edge
it.
and on the crystals next to the
I'm just taking my detailing brush
closer to the cuticle
because it's
area. I
a
wouldn't
dark
put
color. I like to go around the cuticle
pixies
area with the
on the
detailer brush.
crystals which are
Um,
around that,
just be
so you can
want to
see
be
how it
sure that
looks
I'm
like
not gonna
before it's
touch the
cured.
skin because I find that when
And
I touch the
now
skin
it's
with
already
that
cured.
color, it's
And
so
then I've
difficult to be
decided to put
clean, you
some
know.
crystals on the
So I prefer
pinky
just
and
to
then the pointing
not
finger. Just
try my luck
I
with
wanted
the
to
brush from
to
the
connect the
nail
design,
polish. So I
so I
get a
just
little
put one crystal
smaller
on each
brush and I
finger
just go
and
around the
just
cuticle
three
area,
small
just to be
pixies on
sure,
top.
you know, it's
And
okay. The it
now
looks
I
good.
will just
This
have
is
to
it.
top coat everything.
Yeah. So I'm curing
So
that
I'm
for
just
30
making sure
seconds.
I'm top
It's a
coating
LED lamp, so
around the
that it's
crystals, because
EV lamp, I
obviously
believe. So
if
it's
you top
60
coat
seconds,
on top,
and
yeah,
then I'm gonna
the crystals,
do
you're gonna lose the
a V,
shine. I'm taking my
A
brush
V
just to be
shape
sure that
French. That's how they
it
call
goes
it.
around
A V
and it's not
French.
on top
V
and
French.
everything is top coated.
You see me in a minute. what I mean. So
um
I just
for the
gonna do
middle
that
finger,
on
I'm
my
just gonna use my
point
detailer
finger
brush,
and on my
making sure
pinky.
that all this top coat
Don't you
is
think that
around the
white is
crystals.
gorgeous? It's
And
very
it's also
nice. It looks so nice.
nicer
This is
to
gonna be so
put
good
the top
also
coat
for
in between,
winter
which is
nails,
giving extra support for
Christmas
the
nails. It's
crystals not
gonna be
to
really, really
fall.
nice
So
than
yeah,
that. Even for summer with
and it's
some
more
neons,
precise way
I
putting the
think
top
it's
coat. So
so really
when you
nice.
have a designs like that, the
My
best way is
pignails
just
are
to
like
use
that,
your
was
detail
like
brush.
that.
It takes a little bit longer, but you're
Nice, bright
quite sure that
white
you wouldn't
gel.
go on top and you wouldn't make your crystals
So yeah, I'm doing
dull. You already spent so
French,
much time
but
for
a
placing
little
them, so
uh,
yeah, you don't want to spoil that.
different than the regular
And this
French.
is
It's
how
like
it
a
looks
V
like before I
French. It's
cure
quite
it.
popular.
And now it's cured, so I'm
I
gonna
like
clean
this
it.
set.
I
This
put
set
some
was
cuticle oil, and I'm
inspired
gonna show
by
you the final result. Thanks so
her
much
name
for
is
watching.
Alison.
I
She's
hope you really
working
enjoy
in
this
Good
video,
Morning Britain. She's a
and don't
presenter.
forget
I
to
love her.
subscribe
She's
and
a
like,
nice
and I will
lady.
see you in the
And
next
I saw
one. Bye.